Hey everyone, Tim here again for another Tim Talk. After my last after my last Tim Talk on comparison, there's kind of a follow-up subject that I think would be good to talk about, to discuss, to think about a bit. And it's kind of similar to the comparison topic, in that it's this idea of judgment, right? So nowadays, a very, very popular catchphrase is, don't judge them, or don't judge me. Endless variations of this. And every time I hear that, it bugs me a little bit, because I feel like when people say don't judge me, or don't judge them, or don't judge people, it provides too broad of a connotation, right? Let me explain, right? So I think we would all agree that you need to surround yourself with good friends, because the friends that you have clearly have a massive influence on who you turn out to be. Right? For example, I am friends with Ace and Alfred and Randall, and without them, I would probably have never started my own YouTube channel. I wouldn't even be on YouTube. But because I was their friend, now I'm doing this, something that I probably would have never done without them. So friends have a really big influence on you, and you should surround yourself with good friends. So how then are you going to choose friends without judging them? Do you see what I mean? You're deciding if they have good qualities that you want to surround yourself with, or if they have bad qualities that you really don't want to surround yourself with, and so you shouldn't surround yourself with those people. And in that instance, judging someone else, determining what sort of person they are, that's a good thing. That's something that's very important, so that you can, build good habits. You can surround yourself with positive people who, like we talked about last time, don't compare themselves to other people, who don't compare you to other people. So in that instance, judging is good. Also in life, you need to judge all sorts of things. In politics, in voting, you need to judge the people who are running for office. You need to judge whether or not they'd be good for the country, because it's important that everyone's informed, everyone votes, and that inherently includes judging someone. That includes judging people. So then, what do people mean when they say, like, don't judge me? What does that phrase mean? Because I don't think that when people say don't judge me, they mean just stop judging entirely. Because clearly there are instances where judging someone else is a good thing, it's beneficial. What do they mean when you hear the term don't judge me? Well, I think it means how do I put this? I think it means be smart with how you judge me, right? So kind of like with comparison, how we talked about, you don't want to take one attribute and blow it up to be way bigger than it actually is. Way more of their own personality, of who they are, than it actually is. And I think that's something very similar with judging. When you judge someone else, you want to judge whether or not, for example, they'd be a good person to hang out with, whether they'd be a good influence on you. In other instances, other things, blowing up these traits, like obviously judging someone based on skin color or hair color, is a bad thing, right? That doesn't determine their personality. That doesn't determine who they are. And so judging someone like that is bad. There are different types of judgment, and this overarching don't judge me theme is way too broad and gives the wrong connotation. It seems to imply that you shouldn't judge anyone based on anything, Love everyone, be friends with everyone. Yes, you can love everyone, but you shouldn't hang out with everyone. You shouldn't hang out with the druggies at your school. You shouldn't hang out with the people who are making bad decisions and already have a couple arrests under their belt, right? bad people to hang out with. Don't do that. But when people say don't judge me, I feel like it's really, really broad. And it introduces this idea that there is no absolute truth. There's no absolute way that we should evaluate people, right? We shouldn't evaluate people at all, which is false. There are tons of different ways that we should evaluate other people that we meet. I think what it means is when you evaluate people, number one, evaluate them smartly, right? Like, do it in ways that actually matter. Because if I were to say, hey, Randall, you can't be my friend because you're black, that would be a huge loss on my part, because then I wouldn't be Randall's friend, and he's a great guy. So yeah, judge people smartly, number one. Number two, judge people kindly. Understand that they are trying just like you. They make mistakes too. And as long as, it doesn't pass some boundary where you think, all right, this person's not good for me to hang out with anymore, judge them kindly. Be kind to them. Be their friend. And try to help them with these mistakes. That's what I think about judging. And I think nowadays when people say don't judge me, don't judge other people, it's far too broad of an idea. And in reality, you do need to judge people. In fact, you should judge basically everyone that you meet. But you should judge them smartly and kindly. Realize how you're judging them. Realize whether these attributes and these traits and these things that you're seeing are accurate representations of their character, or if they're just mistakes and they are truly a good person and someone that can uplift you. And like I said, judge them kindly. Be kind to people. Help them. Lesson for today: do judge people, but judge them kindly and smartly. Thanks for watching the Tim Talk.